What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. Let's have a quick, important discussion about money. 2023, we're into the third month of it, and a lot of things are happening in the business world that have to do with our everyday dollar. Companies are letting people know that business shrinkage is real. Due to technology and all the automation, lots of jobs that used to take a pair of these to do no longer take that for that job to be done. So lots and lots of jobs are being eliminated. And if you haven't thought about starting a business before, maybe this is the time for you to think about starting a business and start jotting down some notes as far as what you do well, what you think you'd like to do, and put that into motion and actually start a business. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job by any means. I'm just saying maybe you should have a plan in place in case your employer has some plans in place that do not include you. Let's take a look at some of the companies that have recently decided to diminish some of their workforce. And I think you'll recognize most of these names. The first is Yahoo. Yahoo has slashed 20% of its employees recently. You also have Disney. Disney recently cut 7,000 jobs. That's huge. DocuSign, which has become the way that a lot of people use to sign documents now, as opposed to traditional meet up and actually have a live signature. They cut 10% of their workforce. Lending company Affirm, they decided to slash 19% of their workforce. GoDaddy decided that they didn't need 8% of their staff. And then you had tech meeting giant Zoom has cut 15% of its staff. Guys, I don't put that stuff up there to scare you. I just put it up there to let you know that shrinkage is real and you need to have plans in place that include your best interests. So if you have never started a business before, it's not as hard as you think. All you have to do is come up with something that you think you're good at that people will pay for. And there's plenty of resources for you to check around online to see if there's a demand for whatever it is you want to sell, whether it's an actual physical product, a digital product, or simply a service that you want to sell. And you're going to start an LLC and incorporate it with your state. It costs very little. Most states, $200 or less to start an LLC. You're going to apply for an EIN number from your state. That's free. I'm sorry, an EIN number from the federal government. That's free. That's an employer ID number, which is basically your social security number for owning a business. You're also going to register with Dun & Bradstreet and get yourself a DUNS number. That's also free. I'm going to leave links for both of those resources in the description and in the comments of this video. And then you're basically off to the races. Now, if you need money, there's lots of resources for new businesses and emerging businesses to get money that haven't started generating money yet. One way is through local nonprofits and local and state resources that give grants and startup loans. I'm located in Illinois in the Chicago metro area. Two resources I can think of right away are Allies for Community Business, which is a nonprofit based in Chicago that gives out grants and also gives out business loans. And they are not very stringent on the qualifications for you to get the business loans. They have competitive rates, and sometimes they run specials with rates that are so low it's almost the same as cash. Another resource for this is in Cook County, which encompasses Chicago and lots of other suburbs around the city. They have grants too. One of the grants that they have right now, I'm putting on your screen, is the Cook County $10,000 grant for small businesses source grow grant. And basically, they give you the grant plus advising and coaching services. So in addition to you being able to get your hands on this money so you can make some money, They're also going to give you advisement and coaching services. Those are two resources. And you're probably saying, well, hey, those are local to people in Chicago and in Illinois. That's true, with an exception. Allies for Community Businesses also helps businesses in Indiana. So they do Illinois and Indiana. So it's not just the Chicago area with that. But here's a third resource for you. If you have really strong credit, you always hear me talk about getting your credit together. If you have great credit, you can start getting business credit even with a brand new LLC that's not established and hasn't made any money yet, because your credit is so strong that you can get it based on what's called a PG. You can personally guarantee. And don't be afraid to personally guarantee credit, because the only people that are afraid is the people that are planning to default. If you're not planning to default, it is not going to hurt you. And I can tell you right now, I know of at least 3 major banks that will give you credit on a brand new or nearly new LLC. One is PNC. They'll give you business credit. They'll give you a business credit card with a newer LLC. Another is BMO Harris. They will give you business credit with a newer LLC. One more is US Bank. US Bank will give you business credit with a newer LLC. And I'll throw in one bonus because I did this myself with a newer LLC. Chase, believe it or not, Chase will give you business credit with a newer LLC if you have excellent credit. So there's some resources to help you get your hands on some money so you can make some money with your new business. And again, I'm not telling you to leave your job. I'm just letting you know that shrinkage is real and you need to be prepared for whatever twists and turns life might throw at you. And this is just some encouragement and some resources for you to be able to do that. All right, guys. Well, hey, look, I'm getting ready to get out of here. YouTube thinks that this is the next video you should watch. So why don't you go ahead and check that video out. As for me, I'm getting ready to get out of here, but until I come back with my next video so we can keep leveling up, keep getting money, keep getting paid more, keep taking our lives to the next level in every way, I'm 100% gone.